Right. Okay. You talked about excellence, right? So I sit at the intersection where so many people reach out. Hey, Toyin, I want to be on Walmart. Oh, this. And because I know what happens behind the scene, I'm like, do you really know what it takes? Please,
Mm.
please, please, Scott, share a little bit about what it
Mm.
takes. Okay, I see your face. Please tell them the true story because sometimes we have to be the bearer of the news. Are you really ready?
Yeah. Well, the Walmart views the world, and you know this. Walmart views the world through the lens of their customer. And I don't know another company in the world that wears those glasses better than Walmart does, right? They look at every product, every price, every setup, every piece of merchandising, every return policy. They look at that through the lens of their customer, and they are all about their customer. So I love that about them. As a customer, I know they've got my back. But as a vendor, whoo, I mean, they are going to run me through it because if it's not perfect, perfectly on time, perfectly like we contracted that it would be, they're not interested in it and they won't put up with it. And
Mhm.
so, they set an unbelievably high bar for quality, for delivering, doing what you said you do. They run a fully automated IT based system. If you don't have the IT systems to keep up with their IT systems, you will get shaken out. So if you're not already, you've got to be great product. I literally say this from it has to be a better product. It has to be at a better price. It has to come with better service. And you have to be tougher in all of the things that go with that than anybody else. And if you do that, then they want to hear your story.
Yes.
They don't want, nobody wants to hear your story
Mm.
until you are those three things first: better product, better price, better service. No one's going to listen to it. And this is why people say, well, I work with an NGO, and I go, good luck with that, right? Because how are you going to instill the annual discipline of being incrementally tougher and tighter and better and hope that people are going to give you money to fund that? Well, they're, one day. And Toy, and this goes back. We took the path we took because if I had gone through, hey, a friends and family charity, let's go help these people build a coffee industry, and we won't make any money. We'll give it as a grant, right? If I do that for a year, and I do that the second year, and I do that the third year, and then the fourth year, people don't give me any money, my charity well dries up.
Mm.
Then I'm not available. I don't have the money available to go back onto the ground to buy that woman's crop,
Mm.
right? Now, hey, don't forget, she left two guys who gave her half what it was worth to come to me in the first place.
Mm.
When she leaves me because I don't have the money, because I didn't run a for-profit business and show up with my own capital next year, and that year my charity ran out, what price are they going to pay her next year when she goes back to them?
Wow.
Right? I've put her and her children at life's risk
Mm.
by building on a grant basis rather than a for-profit basis. So yes, I'm strange about all this, but I have religion about all this. It's the only system. Or it's like Paul Kagame told me the first dinner he and I ever had, 5 hours of talking about the free market. He said, when the free market system really is tasted by the poorest of the poor, they will never let go of it. They won't settle for government leaders that won't give it to them, because it's the only system that lifts the poorest of the poor out of poverty.
Hmm. Wow. Okay. One of the things I try to say, I don't think people realize how fierce retail is.
No, nor
How,
should they. I mean, people don't realize how fierce the NFL is either, right? I mean, I love to watch NFL game on Sunday. I can't pretend that I'm going to go out there and be competitive, right? I don't have the skill sets. I don't have the training, but it's no different. This is a 7 day a week job, and it's not a project
mm,
or a one off. It's
mm,
all the time with
mhm.
all you do.
Exactly. And that was one of the reasons, like, so I know privately I've shared with you some of the opportunities we actually have with Walmart. It's like, I'll be right back. Give me two
Mm,
years. And then
yeah.
you also shared it took you, six, I don't know how many years to actually get that volume and everything in place. But that's why
7
one of
years,
seven.
7 years. So the average sales cycle,
Mhm.
the average sales cycle into a large retailer, whether it's Walmart, Sam's Club, CVS, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Wendy's, Circle K, the average sales cycle is 5 to 7 years. And they won't take a sales call from you until you're ready with product. You have to be ready with product, ready to manufacture. I paid people for 5 years to stand at machines and do nothing
Mm.
so that I could continue to call on them so that one day I could make a sale.
Mm. One of the ways though that because I know that space so well, I and I also see the demand right of small products coming out of the continent. That's one of the reasons why there's a strategy around e-commerce
Right,
that fast tracks that cycle,
right.
and that's something that I'm trying to lean more people, like, start where you are, grow little by little, but give yourself time to grow. And I see so much impatience, Scott. Please, please, the patience it takes to build something sustainable. And that's why I wanted you, like, you're the real deal. You've been there, you've done that. This is not just talk. You've lived it out. Like, how patient do people, and you've told me to, you've shared privately with me in terms of towing. Don't leave corporate, right? Yet.
It's hard.
It's hard. You told me, over coffee, like, Toy, I wouldn't leave if, and then I turned around and I left. Now I teach other people. Scott, I now say the same thing you told me to other people. I'm like,
Right.
don't leave. They told me don't leave yet. Anyway, so what, discipline, patience, the real rigor.